Dwayne Wade sat on the bench with a strained rib muscle in Game 6, helplessly watching as his team fell apart without him. His teammates are hoping that in Game 7, they'll be the ones watching him play.
It's obvious we need him. He's one of our, our best players. So hopefully he'll get healthy and get back. I'm confident that he'll be playing, but if he's not, everyone has to step up in Game 7, including me.
It's one game elimination now. God willing, he'll play. He'll be healthy enough to play, but if not, we're all going to have to step up, and we're going to have to meet the challenge.
Even if Wade plays, he's still likely to be hurting and limited. So his teammates say it's up to them to fight through the relentless Pistons defense that forced 19 turnovers in Game 6. They say in Game 7, they know what they have to do.
Play a whole lot better than we did. Show up. Just show up. We just got to go out there and do what we're supposed to do on Monday. Very simple. Nothing complicated about what has to go on in Game 7.
We obviously have to find some answers to their pressure, and we have to be able to keep them off the glass.
Good thing about this situation, we're going home, and we've been good at home all year long, and, win or go home, and I don't fish.
Wade came into the Heat facilities on Sunday to receive electronic stimulation, get a massage, and sit in the whirlpool. Those close to Wade tell me that he woke up feeling a little better than he did on Saturday, which was a little better than he felt the day before, and that he's encouraged he might be able to play in Game 7. Still, the final decision will be made in concert with the team's medical staff, the same doctors who told him to sit in Game 6. With the Heat, I'm Rachel Nichols. Now with the Pistons, here's Lisa Salters.
Before Saturday night's must-win Game 6, the Pistons took a walk down memory lane by watching a videotape of last year's championship run.
We showed them the end of the Jersey series, Indiana series, and the final series. Just brief clips, but obviously that was an incredible feeling for all of us. And we went out and had a good game. Maybe hopefully that helped.
Well, it was just refreshing how we played and the energy that we had and how we moved the ball and how we shared and took responsibility on both ends of the court. And that kind of brought back those memories of saying, this is the way we play, guys, and this is why we were great.
There was no greater reward than we had in those games, and we all had fun, so I think they probably went out there and wanted to get that feeling back.
As for Monday's Game 7, Larry Brown said he has no special motivational plans for his team, but he doesn't want his players going into the game afraid to lose or to make mistakes. Though the Pistons have recent Game 7 experience against Orlando in 2003 and the Nets last year, both wins, in those games they had an advantage.
We've had a few Game 7s here, but they've been at home. We're a very good road teams. Great teams went on the road. It's a little different challenge, you know what I mean, because we're playing a very, very good team, and we're playing them at their place.
The energy's got to be there, and focus got to be there, so the confidence is not an issue.
Our backs being against the wall, we're going to have to come out with that same energy or even more. Game 7.
The Pistons know that their chances increase tremendously if Dwayne Wade is not in the Heat lineup. Rasheed Wallace said after Game 6, "I hope he plays and plays the whole game." But if not, Wallace said, it's something they've got to deal with, not us. We've still got to go out there and play. With the Pistons, I'm Lisa Salters, ESPN.
Well, Shaquille has been in 3 career Game 7s. The first, a win, 1995 with the Orlando Magic. Shaq had 25 points and 11 boards against the Pacers, coached by Larry Brown at the time. In 2000, Shaq had 18 and 9 against the Blazers. The Lakers won that one 89-84 and went on to win the NBA Finals. 2 years later against the Kings, Shaq had 35 and 13 in conference play there. But Mark Jackson, what happens Monday?
Thanks, Fred. Game 7, Heat Pistons. I believe that the Miami Heat will win. They have earned the right to play Game 7 in South Beach, and that will make a difference. Dwayne Wade will show up and give a Wade-like performance. Shaquille O'Neal has history in performing because he is the best player on the planet and will display that in Game 7. The role players will play differently because they are at home. The Detroit Pistons are the world champs, and I'm sure they're going to put forth a valiant effort. But at the end of the day, I'm taking the Miami Heat to win Game 7. Fred?
Yeah, Mark, you mentioned home. How about home teams having won over 82% of the previous Game 7s in NBA history? The two Game 7s in this year's playoffs have been the two of the biggest routs in Game 7 history as well. Pacers beat the Celtics by 27 in Boston, while the Mavericks beat the Rockets by 40. Pistons 3 straight wins in Game 7, while the Heat are 2-1 in those finales.
On an 83-degree day of sunshine in South Florida, a capacity crowd, better than 20,000, are making their way into American Airlines Arena for Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Final between the defending NBA champion Detroit Pistons and the Miami Heat.
Go for a ride, just keep your hands inside and make the most out of life. Now don't you take it for granted. Life is like a mean machine, it made a mess out of me. It let me caught between like an anchor dream. I was stranded, I was stranded, and I'm steady but I'm starting to shake, and I don't know how much more I can take. Well, this is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take, this is how a heart breaks. You take a hit now, you feel it break down, make you stay wide awake. This is how a heart breaks. Don't you wanna go for a ride down to the other side? Feels so good you can cry. Now won't you do what I told you? I remember when you used to be shy. Once we were so fine, you and I. Yeah, why you gotta make it so hard on me? Hey, it's hard on me. And I'm sorry, but it's not a mistake. And I'm running, but you're getting away. Well, this is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take, this is how a heart breaks. You take a hit now, you feel it break down, make you stay wide awake. This is how a heart breaks. Oh, this is how a heart breaks. You're not the best thing that I know. Never was, never cared too much for all this hanging around. It's just the same thing all the time. Never get what I want, never get too close to the end of the line. You're just the same thing that I knew back before the time when I was here. Hell, this is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take, this is how a heart breaks. You take a hit now, you feel it break down, make you stay wide awake. This is how a heart breaks. Hell, this is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take, this is how a heart breaks. You take a hit now, you feel it break down, make you stay wide awake. This is how a heart breaks. This is how a heart breaks. This is how a heart breaks. Can't take it. Can't take it. How a heart breaks. Can't take it no more. This is how a heart. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. This is how a heart breaks. This is how a heart breaks.
Pistons and Spurs, NBA Finals, next.
Today was a good day.